Billy Joe.
What?
Didn't you say you wanted to talk to me?
Well, yeah, I did.
Uh-huh. About what?
Yeah, there was something I wanted to ask you.
Well, what is it?
Well, I was wondering.
What were you wondering, Billy Joe?
I was wondering if my sister Ruby could move in with you.
Thank you, Alfred.
I'm glad you decided to stay, Paige.
Well, it seems I had to prove a point.
Was that the real reason? I understand that Dennis is going ahead with the divorce.
Yes, he is.
I'm sorry. Oh, I've often wished I could turn back the clock and stop it at some time when all the circumstances would make life glorious and wonderful for however brief a time.
I'm not sure there ever was such a time for me, Elliot.
You and Dennis were very happy in the beginning.
I had to live with the knowledge that no matter how much I came to love Dennis later, that I still had tricked him into marrying me.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
No. When Dennis married me, I was a very different woman from what I am now. He changed me a lot, Elliot.
And you changed Dennis.
I'm not sure that that's for the better.
I think the bitterness will pass, Paige. With time.
I'm not sure I can ever forgive myself for inflicting so much hurt on him, though, Elliot. You've been such a good friend to me.
I've tried to be. That friendship is very important to me.
It's very important to me, too. I don't know what I would have done without you these past few months. I really don't.
I know that you still love Dennis. The pain of that will pass.
Suppose I still love him. I really don't know anymore. There's one thing I am sure of, though. It's over between us.
Billy Joe, did I hear you right? You want your sister Ruby to move in with me?
As a roommate.
Have you said anything to Ruby about this?
Well, no, I haven't actually talked to her yet.
Well, don't you think you should, Billy Joe?
Well, oh, yeah, I'm going to discuss it with her. I just wanted to kind of feel things out with you first.
I see.
Well, what do you think about it, Elena?
Billy Joe, I don't think it's a very good idea.
No?
No, I don't. Billy Joe, look, I'd really like to help you out. I really don't know what I can do about it.
What you can do is let Ruby move in with you and stay for a little while. You'd be doing me a big favor, Elena.
Like I said, I'd like to help you out, but I really can't.
Why not?
Because I just don't want a roommate.
It's easier for two girls to live together. That way, when you go in the bathroom and see lingerie hanging all over the shower curtains, you don't get upset.
Billy Joe, I want to help you out, but I can't.
It's only for a little while, Elena, just for a few weeks.
I'm sorry, Billy Joe.
Look, and then I can go in and help Ruby find a place of her own.
Billy Joe, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Listen, friend, I don't think you got the message. I'm through with doing that kind of work. You understand? Look, you killed Chris. What difference does one more make?
That was an accident.
Yeah. Just like the one Alex Wheeler's gonna have.
I said
No. From now on, you get someone else to do your dirty work for you, okay?
You're gone a long time.
Yeah. Elliot was at the top of the World Club with Stryker and Vicky, so I just stayed and had dinner with him.
What'd Stryker say about the confession?
Well, he's called the DA about it, and the police are checking the validity of the confession.
Means the police will be looking for Foster.
I doubt that they ever stop, but at least now they know that he's in the Houston area.
But the cops will be glad to have the Chris Shaw murder case tied up once and for all.
Well, I think the Houston police are hoping for more than that, Peter.
Why, what do you mean?
Well, the papers always implied that Chris Shaw was involved in some sort of illegal drug operation. My guess is that they're going to use Joe Foster to lead them to the man who runs it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, I am so beat. I'm going to go to bed. Right. Night.
Night.
Yeah?
Sorry about that, Joe. But you're not going to lead the police to anybody. Morning.
Good morning. What, no coffee?
I didn't order any. I'm in a hurry this morning.
You can order some up if you want.
Where are you off to?
Any particular reason for asking?
No.
I have some things to attend to.
Well, you certainly got up off the wrong side of the bed this morning.
You'll be unhappy to hear that your name isn't in the paper this morning.
What are you talking
A confession you took to Stryker Bellman last night, the one that was supposed to keep your darling husband from going to prison. No mention of it in the papers.
In a real good mood this morning.
Oh, yeah. You know, you were right
About what?
about that confession you made me write. I woke up this morning, I felt like I had 100-pound weight lifted off my chest.
I told you.
You were right. It would have been wrong to let Carrington go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Well, is there anything in the paper this morning about Dennis being cleared?
I didn't look.
Well, I can't find it.
Oh, well, there's got to be something. And there's been an article in here every day since he was convicted.
Yeah, well, if it's here, I can't find it.
Well, let me see. Well, is it possible that Carrington's wife still has a confession? What'd you say she was going to do with it?
Well, I brought it over to Mr. Parnell's suite, and Paige said that she was going to bring it to Stryker Bellman's last night.
What?
I said Paige said that she was going to bring it to Stryker Bellman's last night.
Yeah, but where'd you say you took it?
To Mr. Parnell's suite.
Who's Parnell?
Peter Parnell. He's the man that Paige is living with. He owns the coop.
Well, you never mentioned this guy Parnell before.
Well, I guess I never had any reason to mention it before.
Well, did you give her the confession while he was there?
No, of course not. No, I called the coop first to make sure that he was there. Joe, what is wrong with you?
Well, we got to be careful about this guy. He could foul up the whole works. I mean, what happens if Paige told him where she got the confession and he got suspicious?
Joe, I don't think she's going to do that.
Oh, man, I know I shouldn't have written that confession while I was still in the country. Now the police are going to be able to track it through you right to me.
Would you just calm down? And nobody knows where you are, Joe. And I'm real careful when I come here. I'm sure that there's nobody following me.
Can you trust this Paige Carrington?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Terrific. You think so?
Look, Joe, we still have a few hours before we have to be at the diner, so why don't I go over to Paige and make sure that there's no problem with